Pataudy again wins the toss and decides to bat. India have made 4 changes in the team. Madan Lal, Gaikwad, Dhawi,
So, the next match of this series with West Indies was scheduled to happen at the Eden Gardens in Calcutta. And I was, by this time, very much hooked onto the game, and even before the game started, I was sitting right next to the radio set waiting for the commentary to start. But even before the test match had started, something interesting had happened. Venkat Raghavan, who was the captain of the Indian team in the previous test match, not only he was dropped from the captaincy of the team, he was dropped from the team. A very rare instance of a captain being dropped in the very next match of the series. Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudy, who was the designated captain for the series, came back into the team. Sunil Gavaskar, who was one of the main batsmen of the team, was not playing in that series because he was out with a thumb injury. And the mainstay of the Indian batting was pretty much Gundappa Vishwanath. So India won the toss and decided to bat first. And I was ready with my copy and with my pen, waiting to jot down details of the test match. And lo and behold, the very first delivery of the match that was bowled, the Indian opener Sudhir Naik got out, caught behind to Andy Roberts. So India couldn't have had a worse start than that. Of course, Gundappa Vishwanath, who was a mainstay of the Indian batting, as I said, stabilized the innings with a very, very good 52 that he played. Helped by a very breezy knock of 48 runs with 10 fours, unheard of in those days of Test cricket, by the comeback man Madan Lal, who was better known as a bowler, but he had a very entertaining innings in that Test match. And India were bowled out for 233 runs in the first innings. So when West Indies came into bat, they also lost their first 2 wickets pretty cheaply to Madan Lal. In fact, Alvin Kalicharan, who was again a star batsman as far as they were concerned, got out for a duck to Madan Lal. Vivian Richards, who was the centurion from the previous test match, was run out. And, helped by 4 wickets that Madan Lal took in that innings, West Indies were bowled out for a score of 240 runs only, despite 100 by the opener Roy Fredericks, yielding a very slender lead of 7 runs to the Indian team. So in the second innings, Vishwanath even bettered his record from the first innings. He scored a scintillating century of 139 runs again, and helped by another 50 by Farooq Engineer. India set a target of more than 300 runs for West Indies to chase and win the test match in the 4th innings. And in the 4th innings, the Indian spinners Bishan Bedi and Chandrasekhar came to the party. I think between them they took 7 wickets, and India won that test match by 85 runs. And the cherry on the top of the cake was that the victory came on the 1st of January 1975. I couldn't have asked for a better start to the year, and for me, I was well and truly hooked to the game. So much was the level of my interest as far as that game is concerned that all the scores that I'm telling you right now, I remember from those days. And the credit for that should also go to the commentators who brought the game to us live. And these commentators, in the absence of television coverage or the fact that television itself was not available in cities outside the big metro cities, these commentators, played a huge role in bringing the game to, the followers of the game. And, people like Jasdev Singh and Sushil Doshi in Hindi, and commentators like Dr. Narottam Puri, Anant Setalvad in English were household names. And they used to do a great job in, not only bringing you the details of what was happening in the game. Somebody like a Jasdev Singh had a habit of talking about the weather conditions in the ground, what was happening to the crowd. He was a authority pretty much as far as commentary was concerned. In fact, the Indian government awarded him with a few civilian awards also for his commentary. He was a well-known hockey commentary also. In fact, he would bring the the 26th January Republic Day parade also through the Hindi commentary. So very well known names in those days, and they played a huge role in us understanding the details of the game.
And India win the test by 85 runs. What a great fight back after being badly mauled at Bangalore and Delhi.
A lady actually walked down from the stands onto the ground and gave Mr. Patel a kiss on his cheek. You can imagine the furor this incident created, and